Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football prediction on Betkraft. All right, today is another wonderful Saturday morning, a very bright one indeed. And as usual, there's a lot of games going on across the globe, and we do select a few of them. Going into these games, we made in-depth analysis on those games and brought it forward for you. And if you've been following us, you'll see that for the past few days, 2 days precisely, we'll be having a very, very accurate predictions. And I tell you, if you're not playing our games, you're actually missing out, on these boom boom tickets that's been happening in the past few days. So today again, we hope to get 100%. As usual. All right. That being said, in a short while we'll be looking at these matches one after the other, and we'll also be looking at how they fared in the past, and also use it to come up to the verdict of what we expect for them to play out today. All right. And I want to use this opportunity to ask those of us who are yet to subscribe to our channel to kindly take our time to hit the subscription button so that you don't miss out on our subsequent games that will be coming up on this channel on a daily basis. Alright, without further ado, let's head to the business of the day. And today we are starting with the very first match. It is in Norway First Division, where we have Salzburg who will be up against Brann. Alright, as usual, we'll take a look at the recent games that they played, and also take it down to how both sides fared from head-to-head perspective. And when you look at the Salzburg, in the past 6 games, they've been able to achieve 3 victories, and they've also had 3 losses in the past 6 games that they had so far. So on the other hand, their away side Brann have managed to win 3 games out of the past 6. They've also had 2 draws and 1 loss in the past 6 games that they had so far. So when you break it down to how both sides are fared from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side Salzburg have managed to achieve just 2 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw as well as 7 losses. They've actually lost a good number of games playing from home. And also their away side, on the other hand, Brann have been able to achieve 5 victories from away. They've also had 1 draw, and they've also had 2 draws as well as 3 they actually had 3 draws as well as 2 losses from away. So it is 5 victories for Brann from away. They've had 3 draws and 2 losses from away in the past 10 away games that they had so far. So when you put it all together, you see that it is Brann who is highly likely to rise to the occasion. Seeing that the last time both teams met saw Brann defeating this side, that was September last year, by 1 goal to 0. Actually, Brann played from home at that time, and on this very occasion, we do expect a result for the away side. Away side winning or draw, and under 4.5 in this very encounter. Seeing that the last 10 head-to-head for both sides have now produced over 3.5 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings for both sides. So we do expect to see the away side winning or drawing, but under 4.5 goals. That's our verdict for that very encounter. And that will take us to the next game, and the next is also in Norway, but in Norway second division, where we have IK Start who will be up against Vålerenga. Alright, Start in the past 6 have been able to achieve 2 victories. They've also had 1 draw as well as 3 losses in the past 6 games that they have so far. And the away side, on the other hand, Vålerenga have been able to win 5 out of those 6 games that they had, and also they have 1 draw. They've not lost any match in the past 6 games that they played out so far. So it goes to show that is a very fine side. And then we look at how they fared from head-to-head perspective. You can also see that IK Start, the home side, have been able to achieve 4 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 4 draws as well as 2 losses in the past 10 home games. And their away side, Vålerenga, have managed to achieve 6 victories from away, and they've had 2 draws as well as 2 losses playing from away. That goes to show you that they've been able to achieve victory in the 60% of the past 10 away games that they played out so far, and they're doing very well at the moment. And the last time both teams met saw Vålerenga defeating this side 4 goals to 0, even though Vålerenga played from home on that occasion. And putting all that together, we know that Vålerenga has been very dominant in the past head-to-head meetings for both sides, and it goes to show that the past 6 head-to-head meetings for both sides have actually seen Vålerenga winning on 5 occasions out of 6. and IK Start winning just 1. So we do expect a Vålerenga dominated game in this very encounter. It is the away side that is expected to win out shortly in this game. Away win, that's our verdict for that very game. And that takes us to the next for today, and it is in Poland, where we'll have Poland first division actually, when we have Pogoń Szczecin coming up against Korona Kielce. All right, when you look at how both sides have fared from the recent games, you can also see that the home side Pogoń have been able to achieve 3 victories in the past 6 games. They've also had 2 draws. They've also had 2 losses as well as 1 draw. All right, they've won 3, they've drawn 1, and they've lost 2 games in the past 6 encounters. But the away side Korona have managed to achieve 4 wins from away. 4 wins for the past 6 games actually, and they've had 1 draw as well as 1 loss also in the past 6 games that they had. So when you take a look at how both sides are fared from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side Pogoń have been able to achieve 6 victories playing from home. They've also had 3 losses as well as 1 draw in the past 10 home games that they had so far. And the away side, on the other hand, Korona have managed just 1 victory from away, and have lost a whooping 9 games playing from away. That goes to show that they're not a good side, especially when they're playing from away. They lost a lot of matches playing from away. So we do expect at home side Pogoń dominated this very tight, seeing that they've been able to achieve 60% victory in the past 10 home games that they had so far. So it is the home side either to win or draw plus under 4.5. Once again, home win or draw plus under 1.5. That's our verdict for that very game. And that will take us to the next for the day, and it is in Finland, Wirecard division, where we have VIFK who will be up against Atlantis Football Club. All right, the IFK have been able to achieve just 2 draws in the past 6 games that they had. They've also had 4 losses in the past 6. And the away side, on the other hand, Atlantis have been able to win 2 in the past 6. They've also had 3 draws as well as 1 loss in the past 6 games that they had so far. So when you take a look at that, how both sides have fared from home and away perspective, you can see that the home side VIFK have managed to win just 2 matches in the past in the past 10 home encounters. They've also had 3 draws and as well as 5 losses played from home. And away side, on the other hand, Atlantis have been able to achieve 6 victories playing from away. Out of the past 10 away games that they played out so far, they've been able to win 6 out of it. They've also had 3 losses and also 1 draw in the past 10 home games, in the past 10 away games, sorry. So it goes to show that the away side Atlantis have actually won 60% of the past 10 away games. And taking a look at last time both teams met, which was this year, they played out a 3-0 victory for Atlantis on that occasion, but that was at May this year. Atlantis playing from home, defeating the side by 3-0. And prior to that was far back in 2008, both sides met again. Atlantis won from away. So that goes to show that traditionally Atlantis is a very big side this very league. So we do expect that the away side Atlantis to rise to the occasion one more time and actually win out shortly in this very encounter. It is the away side that is going to win it, that is expected to win out shortly in this very game. Our win, that's our verdict. And that takes us to the next for today, and that is in Swedish first division, where we have Kalmar FC coming up against Djurgården FC. All right, Kalmar have been able to achieve 2 victories in the past 6 encounters. They've also had 4 losses in the past 6 games that they had in recent game. And Djurgården, on the other hand, have managed 4 victories. They've also had 1 draw as well as 1 loss in the past 6 encounters. And taking a look at how both sides are fared from home and away perspective, you can also see that Kalmar have achieved just 2 wins in the past 10 home games. They've also had 1 draw, and they also had 2 draws as well as 6 losses in the past 10 home games that they had so far. As a matter of fact, the last 2 home games that they played out saw them losing out to Vestra and Broma Pokana on those 2 occasions. So they've been losing. They've been on a losing streak at the moment. And the away side, on the other hand, Djurgården have actually been very, very dominant in their recent games, seeing that the past 10 away games that they played out so far have seen them winning on 7 occasions out of those 10 games. And they've also had 2 draws as well as just 1 loss in the past 10 away games that they played out so far. It is a very strong side, Djurgården, in Sweden. And even though the last time both teams met last year, which was in November last year, we saw Kalmar defeating this side by 2-1. Kalmar playing from home. Prior to that, we saw Djurgården defeating them from home by 3-1. but we expect Jugadin, who are a stronger side at the moment, with stronger momentum, to rise to the occasion and also defeat this very home side. It is away side to win outrightly. That's our value for that very game, and that takes us to the next for the day, which happen to be the last for the day, and it is also in Swedish first division, where we have Roma Pokana, who will be up against Hammarby. He's a very strong man, seeing that these two sides are doing very well at the moment, and we know that Roma Pokana have been able to achieve 3 victories in the past 6 games. They've also had 2 draws as well as 1 loss, and away side on the other hand, Hammarby, a very good side as well, have achieved 2 wins. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses in the past recent 6 games that they had so far. When you look at how both sides are fared from home and away, it is Roma Pokana who have achieved 5 victories playing from home. They've also had 3 draws as well as 2 losses in the past 10 home games that they had so far. And the away side, Hammarby, have managed to win just 2 games from away. They've also had, they've also had 2 draws as well, and they have lost 6 games playing from away. All right, and at present they've been doing very well, especially when they are playing from home. But what is quite prominent in these fixtures is the fact that the last 10 away games for Hammarby have produced over 2.5 on 7 occasions out of those 10, and the home side Roma Pokana have also seen a very similar outcome, also achieving over 2.5 7 times out of 10 in the past 10 home games that they played out so far. So in this very encounter, the last time both teams they met, they also played out a 3-1 scoreline, playing over 2.5 as well. So we do expect to see a lot of goals in this very encounter, and we expect to see a minimum of over 2.5, a minimum of 3 goals. That's what we expect in this very game, and that brings our predictions for you today to conclusion. And I wish you the best of luck. I hope your ticket goes green. Also remember to play responsibly. It's only a football game. You can go either way. All right. It's not really a must that you play the entire thing. You can actually choose your games here and find out that you keep winning on a daily basis. All right. That being said, tomorrow is another wonderful day. We'll be coming up with our games. But until then, keep winning.